Yo, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Ty Vlogzy. But firstly, let's start off this video saying Happy New Year, Happy late New Year. It's currently 11:12 p.m. on like Friday, on January 2nd. So I'm kind of late on the upload. I wanted to make this video a little bit earlier, preferably yesterday, but you know, things and stuff happen. But yeah, this is gonna be a kind of chill video, nothing crazy. Just letting y'all get to know me a little bit more. Um, and just talking about 2025 itself and then plans going into 2026. Um, honestly, I uploaded 9 videos in 2026. I'm not 2025. I uploaded 9 videos in 2025. And yeah, I just was trying, at least I tried. And I know I could have done a lot more. I probably could have made at least, 15 or, 16. But, you know, um, I'm grateful that I at least got to make those. But yeah, like honestly, the way I handled a lot of this stuff in 2025, I wish I would have handled it a lot better. Um, when making content, I wish I would have not been so complacent and lazy, I guess, with the content I made. Or just making content in general. Like I said, I could have made more videos. I could have did more, but yet I didn't push myself harder. I let things get in the way. I let work, school, just and even days where work or school didn't even happen. Like I could have been in a gym recording content. I could have been at home recording content. I could have been going out and recording content. But yeah, I stayed home and I didn't do anything, right? Just wasted time when I could have been, taking advantage of every day, basically. Um, and I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm not disappointed in myself a little bit. I wish I would have done more. I wish I would have tried harder. As you could tell, let me kind of give y'all a view of me, right? Right now, I kind of don't look the best. Still got a lot of flab, right? Chest, stomach, face is a little bloated. Um, and I wish I would have stuck to my diet, stuck to my discipline a lot more. Because right now, if I would have pushed straight through, I would have easily have been maybe 190, 180, right, already. But I made excuses for myself. I set myself back. And at the end of the day, like, I only cheated myself. And I think of it every day how I wasted so much time, you know, feeding a feeling, feeding in a way like my flesh, I just feeding, the thing that didn't need to be fed, right? I just I'm not gonna sit here and say, like I said, I am disappointed in myself. I wish I would have done more. I wish I would have tried harder. And that's not even just with going to the gym or making content, that's with work, right? I'm working janitorial doing, I'm working as a janitor Thursday and Friday, and on weekends I work security, and that's 3 days out I'm missing, and that's, extra hours I'm missing on those days where I could be pushing myself a lot harder. And this is not some toxic masculinity thing where I feel like I have to work 20 jobs to make 6 figures, and I have to, well, I mean, doing this stuff isn't toxic masculinity, but it's not like a thing to where I feel insecure in myself about, like, because I'm a man I have to do these things. It's more so like I know I have the potential to do more, and I wasted that potential doing nothing, right? um so I'm disappointed in myself that I could have been working harder. I could have been putting myself in better positions, and I could have just taken every opportunity to make 2025, or at least the end of 2025, more fruitful, But I know that kind of came off as like a little like hit against myself, how I'm like disappointed in myself and I wish I would have done more. And it kind of sounds like a regret. But all you can do is learn from the moments that have already passed, right? I can't go back. I can't change those moments. I can't change the fact that I didn't take advantage of those opportunities. But it's a new year. It's 2026. I know everybody be like, oh yeah, new year, new me, right? But I gotta try, like, but yeah, like this year, I'm going to try my absolute hardest to make myself proud. And when it comes to pride, you have to be very careful because sometimes pride leads you to constantly chase making yourself being proud. Like, even when you've accomplished your goals, you make another goal and then you have to chase that goal to make yourself more proud. I simply just want to do the thing I've always said I wanted to do. Stick to something without giving up, without quitting, without letting the difficulty stop me from pursuing it, right? Um, Telling you, anxiety has always been a really big issue of mine. So like I have a really bad habit of like chewing my fingers, chewing like biting the inside of my gums, chewing my lips, all right, biting my nails all the way off, playing with my fingers. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say that like anxiety has definitely been a big struggle of mine and it has stopped me from doing a lot of the things that I want to do, like make content, go to the gym. When I go to the gym, I'm overwhelmed with anxiety and it's just sometimes I not panic, but like I get uncomfortable. So it makes it harder for me to make content. It makes it harder for me to do the things I wish to do. But you gotta push through it. And 2026 is this year to push through it, to build better habits. Cause all these habits are learned, like I don't have to be anxious. I don't have to be disappointed in myself. I can be proud of myself. I can be confident and secure in my place, in my present, right? Anxiety is just a fear of the future, a fear of what's to come, right? You anticipate and you predict what outcomes are gonna happen before they're even set in stone, right? So you go in the gym and you're anxious that people are gonna look at you or somewhere. You're anxious that people already have an assumption of you, but that's not true, right? It's all in your mind. It's all a learned behavior, and I don't have to be that way, right? And that's not to knock anybody else struggling with anxiety. It's a very real battle, and I've struggled with it for years. But 2026 for me personally is going to be my year to battle that, to fight it with all effort and strength I have, right? Because truly I want to. Like I don't want to, you know, keep being the same person who doesn't consistently upload, who doesn't consistently go to the gym, who doesn't consistently keep his diet in check, who doesn't, consistently like push for better or push the people around him for better. Like, you know, I want to be that person, and I'm going to be this person in 2026. And I just want y'all to be here, watch the whole process. Like, I know I keep saying, like, I've been doing at least one video upload a week, right? I know, but I really want to get three, no, not even three. That's a little extreme for right now. Maybe I at least want to get 2 videos per week, right? 2 videos per week. And if I can, maybe every day, right? 3 days or 3 videos a week, 4 days. It just depends, right? I would love to do 3 or 4 videos a week, but I'm still figuring out my style of video, how to edit it, how to chop it up, how to make it enjoyable, good content without it seeming, too short or like I'm skipping, too much or I'm not cutting enough out, like I'm cutting too much out or I'm making it too long. Like, I'm still figuring it out, but this year we're gonna figure it out. You know, this is the year to grow, to go for better, turn away from bad habits or bad cycles, bad patterns, you know.
Same.
I am grateful for the friends and the family I have. I'm grateful for my everyone, you know, my mother, my mom, um, my sisters, my grandma, my friend, my friends, um, my best friend, you know. But and they really helped me through 2025. And oh, let me not forget about it. Let me not forget about him. Of course, God and my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ has really brought me through 2025 and just life in general, right? Um, like I'm so grateful for them and the moments and time and experience we've gained, built and stuff in the year 2025, right? Like sometimes I know I don't have the most going on, but just the small stuff and just the conversations with my friends, the moments where I'm sitting in the living room with my family, having conversations, laughing, enjoying being in each other's presence, like those moments have helped me so much, right? And I'm so grateful for all of it. And although 2025 was a very weird year, lots of ups, lots of downs, very rocky, very tough year for a lot of people and for really a lot of us, right? I still want to sit here and say that I'm, grateful for all the good that I've been blessed with, and that includes my friends, my family, God, and everything that, He's done for me, of course. But 2026 is the year to break old habits, to break old ways, to be the better version of ourselves, to not just keep saying New Year's resolutions and then go to the gym on day one, then, go to the gym for a week and then just stop. Stick to it for a month, stick to it for 2, 3 months, right? Stick to it for as long as it takes to get progress. And that includes finance, that includes if you want to make more money, that includes if you want to work harder, if you want to make content, like whatever it is you want to do or I want to do, this is the year to push it, right? And, you know, we got to do it because we can't keep wasting time telling ourselves we're going to do it and then not doing it, because talk is not action. Action is action. You had to do it before you see anything, because every year you keep telling yourself, or every month you keep saying that you're going to do it, but then you never end up doing it, right? Then you're lying to yourself. You're you're only fooling yourself in that point. You're cheating yourself. You're getting your hopes up and then ripping that same hope away from yourself when you just sit and waste time, you know. And we can't be doing that. Both me, you, whoever it is watching this video, and yeah, simply like that's yesterday. Like I said, yesterday I wanted to upload this video, or I wanted to not upload it, but I wanted to edit it, have it recorded, right? But I was hanging out with my cousin, and he gave me some parts to kind of create or fix a desk. And I'll kind of show y'all my room, like what I've kind of done so far. The kind of going into 2026, make the content easier, to make creating content easier, to make just my whole life just a different kind of vibe, I guess. So yeah, let me kind of show y'all my desk, and then I'm gonna show y'all just the room in general, and then maybe we'll end it there. I don't know, but yeah, let me go to cut it out. Okay, so this is the desk. Kind of switch the room around a little bit. Let me turn on that other light. Right. All right. So yeah, this is the desk. Um, it's a little ghetto. Look at this part. It's ghetto because I didn't have the other part, because he just gave me some parts to put the desk together. He didn't have all the parts, but I did what I had to do for right now. It's a little ghetto. It's a little bootleg, but hey, it's gonna work for right now. Um, so yeah, got the main computer for the editing, now, And it is just gonna be for like, obviously, maybe just watching a YouTube video or getting some inspiration, like looking at images to, create or draw something. Because this is really a drawing tablet. Because I used to do, when I was younger, I used to do digital art, right? I still even have the pen somewhere. Yeah. See, I got the pen right here. This is the pen. It broke, so I had to tape it up together. But yeah, um, yeah, this is where we're gonna be making our content, right? Um, Nothing crazy. This is where we're gonna make the content, and then obviously this. Well, not obviously, but this is the shoe collection. Nothing crazy, nothing impressive. Some of these shoes are pretty old. I have another pair of shoes in the black box right here under those shoes, under the Jordans. But I'm saving those for a special day because I'm not about to wear them or get them dirty, right? Those are my cleanest shoes, and I'm not gonna wear those yet. Um, 'Cause I got a really good outfit. I even have a hoodie and everything with it. I'm not wearing that. I'm not wearing those shoes yet, right? Um, but yeah, so I got a lot of papers under that table. Let me just show y'all. And like I said, my bad about the floor.
Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that?
I can't do nothing about it. It's gonna be what it is right now. But yeah, so this is the room so far. So we got the desk, and then we got the bed over in the corner, and then obviously we got the dresser over, well, not dresser, but the chest over here. Clothes, all of these are clean. Gotta fold all of these. I just washed them yesterday, but I had to work today, and then I had a doctor's appointment because a couple of days ago I had a really bad rash, really bad reaction to some medicine. It was horrible, itching. It was horrible, right? So I had to go to the hospital. I had an appointment today with my doctor, and then after I got from my appointment, I had to work, and then I had to help my sister unpack, which I just around 8 o'clock just finished. But yeah, so these are the clothes dresser. Obviously, that corner is pretty much the same except for the TV's missing. The reason the TV's missing is because I freaking broke the TV. It fell when I was making a video. The TV fell on the floor because the lamp had pulled the TV down and it hit the floor. When I picked it back up, tried to turn it on, it was cracked. I mean, it just screen black with cracks inside. I'm like, damn. That's why you don't buy cheap stuff, because the TV broke immediately, basically, right? But yeah, yeah, it's nothing crazy. Desk. I mean, obviously this bag is where all my recording equipment is. So I have all my camera equipment in here, my mic, tripod, camera stand. Um, this is the bag I take to the gym, right? But yeah, that's kind of like a little showcase of my room. This right here is a SSD card reader, and this is where I'm gonna be transferring the videos from to edit on my edit on my laptop. I'm still trying to figure out the software I'm gonna use. I use CapCut to edit my videos, but I'm trying to think about finding another software. Because I don't know if CapCut has so much longer, right? But yeah, I'm thinking about trying to find another editing software to find and use. Download some clips, some editing clips, some audio sounds, and then just have them on my laptop and edit it on my laptop instead of my phone. Because for the past few videos, I've been editing on my phone strictly, right? But yeah, like this is just a year to make better habits, to change up, to switch it up, right? To not be complacent in our comfort, to not be complacent in our ways, and to put ourselves in uncomfortable situations, to take risks that will push us into a better position in life, right? Um, I like to say, I was talking to my sister earlier today after we had finished. I was helping her unpack her apartment, right? Because she's moving out of her apartment, and I was talking to her, and I was like, I hate seeing people work so hard to get nowhere, and I know that kind of sounds, I don't want it to sound spoiled. I don't want it to sound stuck up or anything, but I just, the way I look at myself, it's more so like how I look at myself, right? I don't want to see somebody work so hard for their whole life and it like it goes nowhere, you know? Like I've seen my mom and my dad whenever he was there. Like I seen how hard they worked, you know, how many hours they put in, how much time, effort, pain, struggle they put in just to barely make it, be paycheck to paycheck. And I know they gave us the lessons, they gave us the teachings, and you know that we could they pass it on to us so that we can go and use that and propel and go farther. But I can't sit here and say that it does hurt my feelings knowing that people struggle so hard to barely get anywhere, you know. Um like it's just I hate seeing people struggle so hard for nothing, you know. But I feel like if you're gonna struggle for anything, let that struggle be worth something, you know. I know when you have kids, like, you know, it's for your kids, right? But if you can push harder, right? Try harder to be more. I mean, you don't have to be more for anyone, but be more for yourself, be more for your family, whatever or whoever it is for, right? If you feel like you're being complacent, if you feel like you're staying stagnant, try harder, right? Put yourself in that uncomfortable situation. Put yourself in that like put some pressure on yourself, right? Don't be toxic. Don't make it to the point where you're like sick or hurting your health. But if you go to the gym and you want results, you're going to have to feel some like some discomfort. It's impossible to have gains or to get gains and be comfortable all the time in the gym, right? You're not gonna see a lot of progress like that. So it's the same way in life. You can't expect thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars, or you can't expect, you know, the best job. You can't expect all these opportunities just fly through your in your hand if you're not willing to put yourself in uncomfortable positions, you know, for temporarily, you know. So yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like, this is the year to try, actually try, not do a little something and say we tried, but actually try and know that we tried, right? Um, and I want to make better habits for myself. I want to keep myself, you know, groomed. I want to start going to get my hair cut a lot more, you know, have a new some skincare routines. Cause you know, growing up, I never really cared about that stuff. You know, I never really took it seriously. But the man I want to be for my children one day, the man I want to be, the husband, the father I want to be a man that they can look up to and be like, that's a good man, hardworking man. Like, and I want to know myself that I gave it everything I had, you know. So 2026 is just one step in the process. But this year, I want it to be a better step or a higher step than 2025, right? So I do hope you all enjoyed the video. I'm not gonna make this one too long. Um, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what I can actually do. Like some, you know, just give me some fair criticism, some fair, you know, advice because I know my videos might not be the most entertaining. That might not be the craziest thing right now, but one day, you know, it's gonna get there. And I do hope y'all enjoy the process. I hope y'all enjoy seeing me grow, all of us growing together. And yeah, like I'll see y'all next time. Happy New Year. Happy 2026. Let's start this year off strong, going full force into the things that we want to do and we need to do for ourselves. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.